Yeah, there she is. So apparently she had another batch of kittens. Hopefully this one fares better than the last batch. Come on, go eat the food. Got some food set out for her. But she doesn't want to go for it. Come on, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. Get some good nutrition so you can feed your kitties. There she goes, eating some of that food. See if I can see some of those kittens. See any movement in there? Nah. They're still real skittish. Real young. Let's see. There we are. It's maximum zoom. You can see a little face just peeking over there. Yeah, finally got one of those kittens on camera. Let's see, there's the mama. Then there's gray and white spotted one, which is the more bold of the three. Looks like a solid black one, and not a solid gray one, but almost solid gray with a white spot on its chest. So it looks like 3 kittens, at least that I can see. So yeah, I have to keep an eye on those. Hopefully they'll start to get used to me and I can tame them. Meow. Hello, little buddy. Want to get some pets? Yeah, let me give you some pets. Let me give you some pets. Oh, that's a good kitten. You chunky. Somebody else been feeding you? Oh, look at that flop. Look at that flop. Look at that flop. Look at that flop. Look at that floppy kitty. Oh, that's a good kitty. Gotta watch out for them claws. Yeah, he'll go for my hand. He's just playful though, not aggressive. Oh yeah, we got a sleepy baby. Got a sleepy baby who needs some pets. Such a good kitty. I'll tell you what. Got the sun shining. Batch of kittens over there. Bunch of cats running around. Neighbor kids playing in the backyard. Sun shining, but it's nice and cool. Life is pretty good today. Alright, let's see if I can't get this $2.90 for 5. I even saw a possum this morning. See if I can't splice that footage in. Wasn't able to record much of it. Not today, good effort though. Let's see, why did I miss that one? I think my form might have been a little off. But for a decent night's sleep, normal amount of caffeine, good breakfast. Yeah, I think I just need to drop the weight 5 pounds. I think maybe jumping up to 290 might have been a little ambitious. So I think I will drop down to 285 and start working with that. Well, it's a good time for this discussion. So some people get hung up on the concept of progressive overload. They think, oh, if you're not adding 5 pounds per workout or 5 pounds per week or any set number of anything, that's a cat turd. They think if you're not adding so many pounds per so often, then you're failing. But That's absolutely not true. Let's take 5 pounds per week, for example. 52 weeks in a year. 5 times 52 is 260. So, yeah, ain't nobody adding 260 pounds to any one of their lifts in a year. Maybe the back lift, but squat, bench press, deadlift. Really, the best you can hope for is about 100 pounds in a year, and that's if everything is optimal. Bench press less than that, but let's say overhead press, you're probably only gonna add about 50 pounds in a year if you do every little thing right and everything goes just perfect. That's an average. So yeah. So don't obsess if you can't maintain whatever pace you set for yourself, because you just ain't gonna. Human body don't work that way. So I think I'll drop back down to 285. Work with that for a week, maybe maybe two, and then try bumping it up to 290. Maybe if I feel especially good one day, I'll try 290 again. As for today, I think I'll do a second set with 285. Do pull-ups, dips. Want to get back into overhead press. I'll overhead press 135, and then do all my isolations. Yep, sounds good to me. Sounds like a plan. Really got my adrenaline up on the last set, and to take a few minutes to bring myself back down. All right, 285. Say 285 for 4 is good. Because, yeah, I really pushed myself as hard as I could on that first set. So I was expecting not to really be able to move that too terribly well. Still moved it better than I thought. Was able to fight and maintain position, push with the correct muscles. Form felt good. Still got my blood up a lot. Need to learn to lift a little calmer. It's not always good to get all amped up for a lift. You train your adrenals that way to be more active. And that puts you in a more easily stressed out state. And you grow when you're relaxed. So it's best to lift moderately relaxed. I haven't had a little room left over for half of a rep. That was a pretty good performance. I let myself calm down before I go for dips. I think I'll do a second set of pull-ups, do them with wide grip this time. I haven't done wide grip pull-ups in a while. Well, either I miscounted or that was 7. Next time I do this, go for 8. Once I get up to 10, then I'll start increasing the weight. Yeah, said that a while ago, Sounded like a good plan then, sounds like a good plan now. So there's two different types of curls that I like to use for bodybuilding purposes. One, let's see, this is probably a good positioning here. One, keep your shoulders up and back. You just extend your arms and you truly contract the biceps. The other, go down here and you compress your shoulders as much as possible. That actually stretches out your bicep more. The first one, your biceps are under constant tension because your biceps not only attach to your forearm muscle, but they attach up above your shoulder. And so they move the humerus bone around like this. So keep your shoulders up and back like this, lower the weight, pull it back up. Your biceps are under constant tension. But if you really drop that weight down around your shoulders and the bottom, really stretch out your biceps, you get more stretch. Both of them are good for different reasons. I say that because some people will see you do one version or the other and say that's a cheat curl. Now, a cheat curl is when you take the bar and you put that in the crook of your hips and you use hip drive to help blast through the sticking point at the middle of the curl, which is not a bad exercise. It's just more of an athletic, strength-based exercise than a bodybuilding exercise. Bodybuilding, the whole point is to add as much muscle to a specific place as possible. But with this, imagine you're a wrestler. You got somebody in the waistline, and you want to try and suplex them over your shoulder. Well, cheat curls are a good exercise for building up your strength to do that. So yeah, not a bad exercise, just different exercises for different purposes. Yeah, because I've done 95 pounds before, so I think I'll give 100 pounds a shot because I'm feeling pretty good today. Elbows are feeling solid. But yeah, there's many variations of bicep curl as there are the tricep extension. You can do standing tricep extensions behind the head, sometimes called a French press. You can do lying tricep extensions to the skull, sometimes called a skull crusher for obvious reasons. Tricep extensions to the chin, sometimes called a JM press, because it was invented by J.M. Blakely, well, at least popularized. Yeah, many different variations of the curl as there are the tricep extension, and they're all good, and they all have their place. The only bad exercise is one that injures you or doesn't give you the results you're looking for. And the truth of the matter is, there's no way to know whether an exercise is going to give you the results you're looking for unless you try it and see what happens. Elbows feel good, so I think I'll go for a single at 105. Maybe even a single at 110. Just trying to see how it feels. I want to try and push my elbows a little bit. Don't want to push them to the breaking point, but definitely want to subject them to some higher stresses in that supinated position. It felt so smooth and easy, I think I might try 115. This is the same weight as a curl bar with 45s on it. So if I can do this with a straight bar, that means my elbows are good and healthy in that extremely pronated, supinated position. Don't think I'll go any heavier than this. Eh, felt a tiny twinge in my elbow, so I'll just call it there. So yeah, elbows have definitely gotten a lot stronger, but I'm not gonna push myself to the breaking point. Not on my joints. Gotta protect your joints. Blast your muscles, but protect your joints. Hit some reverse curls to work all the other elbow flexors. Yeah, still can't push that too hard. Still feeling it a little bit in my elbow. Alright, so we'll do some straight bar skull crushers just to get a lot of blood flowing through that joint. It wasn't too bad. Still got to keep treating this joint and babying it along. But definitely improving. You know what? Let's see how good I am with one arm push-ups. Nice clean spot. Legs are split pretty far apart, but haven't practiced those. Feeling more in my midsection than I am in my arm. So yeah, doing pretty well on those, even though I haven't practiced them. All right, let's see. Time to work the old upper back. glad somebody did come along. Decided to show off the footage I got of those baby kittens. There we are. That's recording. Some good, heavy lateral raises. Besides, good for your wrist extensors, good for your elbow health. All right, now time to burn up side delts. All right, that's good enough.